Bussy in the morning, bussy in the evening, bussy at summertime. When you're grabbing bussy, you might end up doing time. Bussy in the morning, bussy in the evening, bussy at supper time. If you're grabbing bussy, you might end up doing time. So now they talk and she's apologizing for having her anxiety episode earlier. And he says, well, you've got to be ready to lean on me and open up. And she ain't used to men doing stuff for her. But now they're arguing about the dogs, and her dog is too misbehaved for him. But her dog is like her Miss Jenkins. Don't you say nothing about Miss Jenkins. He doesn't feel trusted like he's a father figure to the dog. She's like, but this is my dog. He's like, yeah, but we're married, and if we get sued because he bites, that's half my coin. Girl, you having a difficult conversation. It's not that big of a deal. He's just telling you the dog needs some training and you crying over, I don't want to do this right now. The world don't always work on your time. So later that night, he get to blowing up on her like Candy Burris. You have been nothing but a butt to me and everyone involved in today. Yeah, she don't seem emotionally stable enough. The conservative got some crap with him too, but she's giving me a ticky boom tea. So the next day, the girls go over Brianna's house. Oh Lord, Brianna's eyes got as big as dinner plates when Paige said, I think I could have walked away a little sooner. She was like, She said, girl, I would have been on another show by now. Well, at least Paige can be happy for Brianna and her real man, as she coddled you through your panty waist. 'Cause girl, you wasted pulling your panties off for him. But girl, when the drunkard starts talking, you can tell that anxiety, she is unraveling. Also, it's the stress of all these cameras and all these people. Like she's talking a mile a minute. Yeah, girl, you need to have been started going to some counseling. You need relax, relate, and release. Oh, Jennifer Aniston and boring Jacob, passive-aggressively making dinner for a check. I guess this is what love and hip-hop would be like if it was white people. It would be boring. It would be boring. They talking about exes, I guess, because that's what they about to be. So she thought she could throw down in the kitchen, but he's just looking at her eating that Brussels sprout like, I'm not that impressed. I'ma say it's good, but I'm not that impressed. He didn't get the look. Girl, they don't even like the same music. We already watched Chris and Paige drag it out. Now we gotta watch their version. So now they're gonna go on a double date with Brianna and Vincent. Oh, I'd wish that some of the luck that they had would rub off, but I ain't gonna waste a good wish on what's not gonna happen. She said, well, I feel like it's a one-way street because I'm interviewing him, or when I talk about myself, he disengages. You're boring. And you're not interested in him. He's tired of faking the funk. You doing a little too much extra for the camera trying to convince us and him that you're actually interested. So back with the conservative and the drunkard. Oh, child, he says she gonna have to step up and be a woman. We got the blonde and the butt in bed, but they are fully dressed. The blonde just looks defeated at this point. She's like, here he is talking about the dogs and not my double D's. So the conservative's gonna have all the men over for a powwow, since he can't deal with his drunkard. So child, he whining about that dog again. Meanwhile, the butt's bringing up that the blonde don't like his drawers. No, she's just trying to get what's in them. Child, the butt out here talking about, I got one of the best relationships of married at first sight. No, you don't. You have a friendship and a heifer who's holding out hope to get your hook. Or heck, that you have one. Jake cannot benefit from your advice, but because she ain't interested, like you, in women. Oh my goodness, he said trust is sexy. He thought about sex. He said, I think the no sex is necessary for both of us. No, that's just you running the show. You're too controlling. It's like, okay, she'd waited a few weeks, but how long? And when is too long? And what if you ain't no good at it? See, later that night, a blonde gets with the other girls and gets to bitching and moaning about her lack of boning. Oh, she's blowing him and getting nothing. Ooh, oh, hell no. They still make them jokers. He hasn't built anything up in his head. He is controlling. It is manipulating. Girl. You ain't happy. You just putting up to see if you gonna get the dick and it be good, but no, girl. Don't marry nobody that makes you want to keep things to yourself. All right, well, that was the shit. All right, let's get to some trailers. Okay, those who wish me dead. I see Angelina Jolie in an itchy looking wig. So she in some fire tower out in the wilderness. You know she always out in the wilderness with a light green army jacket on. Okay, so she's a firefighter. She read the wind wrong and people ended up dying because it came upon her group. Okay, so then she sees some little kid running and he bloody. And she stopped and she's like, hey, I'm just trying to see where the blood's coming from. And he said it ain't his blood. So the kid was in a car with what looks like his dad. And they got ambushed. Somebody was shooting at him. And I guess that's the daddy blood. Okay, so apparently there's these hitmen looking for this kid. He probably got a little microchip or something. The daddy handed him a necklace. You know they always hide the microchip in a cameo. Girl, so now they shooting in the fire tower and Angelina Jolie got to save this kid. I feel like Halle Berry could do this in a Thriller wig. So the guys that are looking for the kid start a fire in the forest. So that way they can get him in the chaos. Well, that was a good trailer. Angela was acting her little butt off. I'm a peep at this. May 14th on HBO Max. All right, let's look at Together. Okay, so we got Ed Helms getting a surrogate and they at lunch cheersing to it. So I guess she living with him or something. I thought she'd just call you up when it was done. But she ain't gonna tell anybody that she's his surrogate. And he looked like he gonna be a single pappy. So no, they don't live together. He go by her house and some guy was coming out and he's like, you gonna have sex with my baby up in there? Well, she's already pregnant. I guess the baby could get something. So it's about their friendship journey and him going through the pregnancy with her. It's giving me feel-good vibes. I don't want to say I'm not going to look at it because I'm like, I can see catching it in clips, but I'm not going to make no effort. But if it's on, I don't know, I might look at it if it's on. It's really, really new agey. It's like a whole like, okay, they're falling in love, but it's this platonic friendship love. They still gonna have this baby. Okay, girl. Don't grab my pussy. Don't grab my pussy. I'm your cameraman. I don't want to be anything more to you. I swear. Don't grab my pussy. I'm not attracted to you. You look like Yoda and the Gollum.